Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mackenzie. For today's video, we're doing another tier list video. I love doing these. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, and in the spirit of the holiday season and Christmas literally being in 7 days, 6 days, I'm sick, but I'm so excited, but I'm sick. We are going to be ranking the most iconic Christmas movies today, and I'm so excited. I have so many Christmas movies over here on my laptop that I'm going to be ranking for you guys. So in preparation for this video, guys, I did my homework. I was like, I have to make this movie great. And there are some classics, I'm sorry to admit, that I have not seen. A Christmas Story, never seen it before. I don't know. A Christmas Carol, never seen it. The Holiday, never freaking seen it. Like, you are allowed to bully me in the comments because I get it. I am embarrassed. Like, it's definitely, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Like, I get it. But to be loyal to you guys and to give this video the best and honest review that I possibly could, I watched the movies that I didn't see. And I will let you guys know which movies those are as I come upon them. Like, when have I ever spoken like that? I swear I turn on this camera and I become the grandma in Princess Diaries. Like, I don't know why I speak so classy, because I'm not. And like always, I'm going to go through the tier list names. So at the top, usually in every other tier list, we always made it God tier. But like I said, in the spirit of HTS, which is holiday spirit, we are going to make the top tier Happy Birthday Jesus. Because I feel like that is equivalent to God tier. You know, it's the same kind of message here. And these will be the best of the best movies, the ones that are a must watch every single year. You're guaranteed to watch them every year, so those ones will be the ones in Happy Birthday Jesus. The next tier down is Five Golden Rings, which is obviously from 12 Days of Christmas. These movies will be the ones that are so good, but they're just a step below Happy Birthday Jesus. They're the movies that are the classics, the really good ones. They just are one little step below the greatest of all time movies. And the third tier down is Am I Just Watching Because I'm Bored? And this is from The Grinch.
Am I just eating because I'm bored?
You're going to switch eating with watching, because these are the movies that are just kind of thrown on in the background. They are good Christmas movies, but they're not the best of all time by any means. And the last and final category is Cotton-Headed Ninny Muggins.
I'm a cotton-headed ninny muggins.
These are those movies that just are not my favorite in my opinion. I just don't really ever turn them on. I don't really like them. We don't click. For being Christmas movies, there'll probably be like one or two. I don't even know if there'll be any, because Christmas movies in general are just so good. Let's get running into the video with the first movie. We're starting off very strong with The Holiday. This is one of those movies that I did not see. I'm sick. That is sickening, because this movie was so good.
You're about to get married? Tell me, did you sleep with her?
You gotta be.
Two women with the same problem.
I was thinking of going on holiday. We switch houses, cars, everything.
I'm leaving in 9 days.
Okay. No, I did not just graze your boob.
It was so good. And you know what? This movie's going right up to Happy Birthday Jesus, because it was just so good. The storyline, it was so clever. It was so well done. Like, whoever produced that was so talented and just great, because the storyline was so different, I feel like, from anything we've ever seen before.
Completely not ever been done before.
Also the cast, Cameron Diaz, Jack Black, Kate Winslet. Let me know why Kate Winslet is always in the movies that are 7 years long though. The next movie is White Christmas. This is another one that I did not see, so I had to watch. I was actually watching it right before I filmed this.
We've got to take the show to Chicago or Boston. No, I can't make it. I'm going to be very busy. Wait a minute, I'll join you.
I really loved it. I love musicals. I love music. So anything where a movie incorporates the music is so cool to me. And I love the old feel. This was from 1954, I'm pretty sure. Also, Bing Crosby is in this movie, which, you know, is one of the most famous Christmas singers of all time. And, you know, it's someone we all know and love. And I think that's really cool. I didn't know that he was in this movie, so I thought that that was really cool. Also, his eyes are piercing blue. They're beautiful. White Christmas to me is going to go in Five Golden Rings, because it was really good and the music was fun and it was just a feel-good, smiley movie, but it's definitely not like the greatest of all time or anything. Next movie is Home Alone. So I've seen this one, but I want to get something off my chest. I know that Home Alone is one of those movies that's a classic. Everyone loves it. And for that reason, I'm putting it in Happy Birthday Jesus because it is a classic. It was never a movie that I gravitated towards. I don't know why, because when I watch it, I like it. I'm like, this is a good movie, but every single year I'm never like, I have to watch Home Alone, because I know that there are people out there that are like Home Alone fanatics and can quote the whole movie. Like, that's me with Elf, and it just never grabbed my attention like that. I like it.
Kevin! Hello.
That's it! That's it! I'm going on the front, you go down the basement. Dead! I'm gonna kill that kid!
So I'll leave it at that, and I'll put it in Happy Birthday Jesus for all you guys, because I know if I didn't, you would knock me out. So let's move on to the next one, which is It's a Wonderful Life. So this is another one I hadn't watched, but it was another one of those feel-good ones. It makes you think about life. It was really, really good. And this was 1946, I'm pretty sure, so this was black and white.
I told you, George, I'm your guardian angel.
This is what I wished for.
You really had a wonderful life.
I feel like the message behind this movie deserves 5 golden rings, because it really was a very good movie. And I can see, like, back in the day before we had the very, 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 very good Christmas movies that we do now, I can see like this movie was the die-hard movie that everyone watched back then. Like, it was really, really good for its time. Okay, our next movie is Love Actually, and this was another one that I hadn't seen. Okay, I'm realizing all the ones that I hadn't seen are like all at the beginning. So sorry. I really have seen a lot of Christmas movies, but these ones just happen to be at the front. But Love Actually is another one that so surprised me. It was so good. The storyline was really good. I keep saying that.
Would you excuse me for 1 second? Okay, that's done.
I'm in love.
Aren't you a bit young to be in love?
No. Are you singing carols?
I suppose I could.
Please, sir, please.
Good King Wenceslas looked out when the snow lay round about.
It was really cool how they followed different storylines throughout the movie. Like, it was this person, all the characters ended up connecting in some way, and it was really, really cool. I love how they tied the beginning with the ending, where saying like love is actually everywhere, and then it just all came full circle. But this one is going in 5 golden rings. Next movie is Bad Santa. So this is another one that I hadn't seen. I actually remember that I had seen it, but it was a long time ago, so I don't really remember it. But I will say I didn't connect with this one.
It's not real.
Well, it was real. I got sick and all the hair fell out.
How'd you get sick?
I loved a woman that wasn't clean.
Mrs. Santa?
No, it was her sister.
Oh, no.
Like, I just feel like ones like Elf and Christmas Vacation, and those movies are funny. This one was a little too dark for Christmas for me, so I would probably put that in. I don't think it's the worst movie of all time. I think the concept was there, so I'm going to put it in Am I Just Watching Because I'm Bored. Next movie is Christmas Carol. So I know, again, that this is a classic. I did not feel, I was kind of like, I don't love this movie.
What if you were given a second chance to get your life right? Humbug.
I did like how they took him through different parts of his life, like Christmas past, Christmas present, and everything to kind of change his mindset. I do like the concept. Again, I think I would put this in Am I Just Watching Because I'm Bored? Next one is Nightmare Before Christmas. So I get that Tim Burton is very popular.
What is this? It's someplace new. What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere.
I've never vibed with I've never vibed with Tim Burton films. I just feel like, and especially, I guess that's not true. Like, no, it is. I think that I would put this in Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins. Oops. I just don't like spooky movies for Christmas. I like it to be all about Christmas, upbeat, smiley, happily, feel good energy, and I don't feel that from Tim Burton films. So I'm so sorry, but I'm putting it in Cottonhead and Ninny Muggins. Next movie is A Year Without Santa Claus. So this is one of the classic ones with the Heat Miser and Santa and Rudolph and all the characters.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm Mr. Sun.
I think this is Rankin Bass, but I'm not positive. I know Rudolph is, but I'm not sure if this one is. But I want to say that I love the classics. I just feel like the feel behind those ones are so good, the clay animation ones. So I feel like for that, I would put it in 5 Golden Rings because there's just such a classic nostalgia around those films. Our next movie is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and this is Jim Carrey's version. So this one is going straight up to Happy Birthday Jesus.
You're
The Grinch! 4 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. I'm booked. Ooh. That's it, I'm not going.
I mean, obviously it's a take on a very classic one. Can you imagine anyone doing the Grinch as well as Jim Carrey? Like, no one else was supposed to get that role. It was Jim Carrey's role all day long. Insert my Grinch TikToks here.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
4 o'clock, wallow in self-loathing. I'm booked.
Could quote that movie all day long, watch it all day long. It's on every year. It's so good. Next one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but this is the classic animated one.
As the Grinch took the tree, he turned around fast and he saw a small who.
So I feel like I'm gonna put this one in 5 Golden Rings. I know it's like, okay, it's the same story, same whatever, but I like the real version a little bit more. I think just because, I don't know, I think Jim Carrey just does such a good job. Taylor Momsen, who plays Cindy Lou Who, like everything just comes together so well in that movie. It's just a step down because it's just not quite as entertaining as the real version. Next one is Miracle on 34th Street. Again, this is such a classic one, but I had not seen it, so I had to watch it. This was also 1940s, I'm pretty sure, so this was in black and white.
Oh, Christmas isn't just a day. It's a frame of mind. And that's what's been changing. And I'm glad I met you and your daughter. You two are a test case for me.
I feel like I just kind of lose it when I'm watching black and white. Sometimes it's like I'm into it and then it loses me, and then I'm into it, loses me. It can't keep my attention the whole time. So for that, I feel like I would put... I feel like I want to put Miracle on 34th Street in Golden Rings, but I don't feel like it compares to Love Actually. Okay, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to put it in Am I Just Watching Because I'm Bored. The next movie is A Christmas Story. Again, shocker, hadn't seen it. It was literally filmed in Cleveland, Ohio, so I wanted to love it. I wanted to be obsessed. I wanted to be impressed, and I just wasn't. Like, it didn't do anything for me. Like, I was like, huh.
Wow. And unwraps the secrets.
Didn't I get a tie this year?
Of the original, traditional.
He looks like a deranged Easter bunny.
You know, I see Ralphie on all, like, whenever there's shirts that say the Fab Four, it's like Elf, Christmas Vacation, Grinch, and Ralphie. So it's like, I know that it's a classic. I know that it's great. It wasn't my favorite ever, but I will say I really wanted to love it, but I think I'm going to put it in Am I Just Watching Because I'm Bored. This is an honest review. It always is, but right now it's like brutally honest. Our next movie is Bad Moms Christmas. This movie was so well done and hilarious. Like, you laugh the entire time. It's so funny.
My mother's coming for Christmas.
I'm here to see my daughter on Easter. Christmas.
I guess she's been a little busy.
Well, clearly not at the gym.
Mom got her hair cut and colored exactly like mine.
Let's put the ass back in Christmas. That didn't come out exactly as I planned it, but you guys get what I mean.
We know what you meant.
To me, this is gonna go up to Happy Birthday Jesus. This has such a hilarious comedic cast. If you guys have not seen the movie, I recommend you go see it. I feel like the first time I saw that movie was actually on a date, which is really funny now that I think about it. But I'm pretty sure I was on a date when I saw that movie. But so good. 10 out of 10. I would recommend it all day. Again, it follows different storylines. I think I really like movies that have more than one plot to it. Like, there's different storylines and then they're all friends. It's such a good movie. Next movie, the man of the hour, Will Ferrell himself, Elf. If I could just have one greatest of all time movie, Elf would just be up there in its own category if you could get bigger than Jesus.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God! Dad!
You look like you came from the North Pole.
That's exactly where I came from. I was adopted, but you didn't know I was born. So I'm here now. I found you, Daddy. I love you, I love you, I love you! I'm in a store and I'm singing!
Hey! There's no singing in the North Pole.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Did you hear that? Well, paint eggs, that's easier.
How are we gonna get the star on top?
I got it.
Do they make a... There's people out there, and you might even be watching this video, who just hate Elf. I will laugh every time the taxi hits him. I will laugh every time that raccoon attacks him. I will laugh every time. Oh wait, I forgot to give you a hug. I will laugh at every... what's a Christmas gram? I want one. I will laugh at every single line. Like it's the first time watching it. It's so good. So well done. Like the same as Jim Carrey playing the Grinch. Who could have played Elf better? Nobody. Will Ferrell was made for that movie. Also, fun fact, if you guys have never seen The Movies That Made Us, I think it's on Netflix, Hulu. It might be on Hulu. It's called The Movies That Made Us, and Elf is one of them, and they go on to talk about how they created Elf, and it was so cool because the snowman in Elf and the Elf costumes and a couple more things are all inspired by the original Rankin Bass films, because the person who created Elf grew up on Rankin Bass films. I noticed that, which is really weird because I noticed that. I was like, wait, that snowman looks like the one that's in the claymation films. And then come to find out that it is. It was based off that, in the Elf's costumes, like Buddy's costume and all the elves in Elf are the same Elf costumes that they have in Rankin Bass. You guys should definitely watch The Movies That Made Us because it's such good insight on all the movies, and it just is really cool to find all those things out. Speaking of Rankin Bass, Rudolph is up next. We're gonna put Rudolph in Happy Birthday Jesus.
Rudolph is a lovely name. Rudolph.
Hey, he knows his name already. Ready, Rudolph?
Ready, Santa?
Well, let's be on our way. Okay, Rudolph, full power.
How can you not? I feel like it's a classic. I don't think you get any more classic than Rudolph himself, and just, it's so good. Again, the nostalgia around the claymation Rudolph is so good. And even if it's not the best movie of all time, it just holds a certain special place, I feel like, in everyone's hearts growing up and everything. So Happy Birthday Jesus. The next movie is Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. Classic. I feel like movies just aren't made like this anymore. Some of Tim Allen's like best movies of all time were The Santa Clauses. They were so good.
Together, Scott Kelvin and his son Charlie take on the biggest job in the world.
You put on the suit, you're the big guy. I've gained 45 pounds in a week.
How could I have done this without you, Charlie?
You couldn't.
You really are Santa Claus.
Pretty cool, huh?
The next movie is Santa Claus 2. This also, to me, goes up in Happy Birthday Jesus. I feel like those ones are tied. I can't decide which one I like better.
I've got to get married? Yes. I don't think there's a woman out there that doesn't want a piece of this.
The first one is cool because it's him becoming Santa Claus and it's so funny and cool. And then the second one is him being Santa Claus and having to find a wife so he can, you know, keep on being Santa Claus, and just his search to find Santa. And then in Santa Claus 2, when he goes on the date with the girl and she's like, wow.
You like Shania Twain?
Yeah.
The best thing about singing at Christmas.
Good.
Santa shirt, reindeer skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put up a tree, sports on TV. I feel like some Christmas.
In the last of the Santa Clauses, Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, this is when it's him versus Jack Frost and his wife's pregnant, the teacher from school. What?
This holiday season, the most powerful clause of all, the escape clause, sending everyone back in time, and it will knock one Santa out.
You hit me with a shovel!
And let another slip in. And the final chapter will begin. Martin Short.
I'm Jack Frost.
Okay, chill.
I invented chill.
And this one is gonna go in 5 golden rings because it's just a step down from 1 and 2, but it's still so good. But 1 and 2 just holds, again, a special place in my heart. The next movie is Christmas Vacation, and without a doubt is going to Happy Birthday Jesus.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass.
Shitter was full.
Since this is Aunt Bethany's 80th Christmas, I think she should lead us in the saying of grace.
Grace, she passed away 30 years ago. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
That one in Elf is top 2, my family's favorites of all time. That's like, we quote it yearly. It's not even just Christmas time. That one is so good. Next movie is Four Christmases. So tell me why I looked this movie up on Rotten Tomatoes and it had like a 25%. And I was like, what?
Every year, Brad and Kate spend the holidays avoiding their families.
No flights are coming in and no flights are going out.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Hey, Dad.
Good to see you, Mom. Merry Christmas.
It's an exit strategy.
Did Jackson project on
I'll move on it. You gotta get out of here. I can't breathe. I want to do it too.
This movie is so good to me. The reviews were so bad too, and I was like, what? Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn, it's so good and so funny. Tim McGraw's in it, which is hilarious. The concept of them going to 4 different Christmases and the difference in all of them is hilarious and amazing. Everyone was like predictable, and it was like, okay. You don't have to be so harsh. To me, Four Christmases is Happy Birthday Jesus. I hope that I find some people in the comments that agree with me. I think Vince Vaughn himself is such an underrated comedic actor. Like, he is so funny. And just them, they just work so well together. Next movie is Christmas with the Cranks. This is also Tim Allen's film and Jamie Lee Curtis. This one is so funny also. This one is, I did rank higher on Rotten Tomatoes, so I had a little bit of faith restored in humanity with that one.
We skip Christmas. We'll go bask in the Caribbean sun.
It's like it's frozen.
I got a Botox injection today.
I changed my mind and I'm coming home for Christmas.
What? So we're gonna perform a little Christmas miracle. I'm getting the ham.
They think they're gonna quit Christmas this year, go on a vacation, and then their daughter is coming back into town and she's like, I've told my new fiance all about our Christmas traditions and this and that, and they're like, oh my god, get the ham. The spiral ham. That one is so funny. We're gonna take that one to Happy Birthday Jesus. Next one is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
So this one for me is also gonna go in Happy Birthday Jesus. Next movie is Polar Express. So when I think of Polar Express, I picture myself in 4th grade sitting in my classroom watching it on our smart board.
This is the Polar Express.
The feel of Polar Express is so Christmassy and it really makes you feel warm and cozy inside. So I'm gonna put this in Happy Birthday Jesus. It's just one of those ones again that just like nostalgia overtakes the whole thing. Next one is Frosty the Snowman. So this is the classic Frosty the Snowman, and for that reason I'm gonna put that in Happy Birthday Jesus because everyone loves Frosty the Snowman.
Could I really be alive?
Frosty the Snowman! One of the most all-time favorite Christmas songs of all time, like the most popular of all time. So that one is also gonna go in Happy Birthday Jesus. Our next movie is A Charlie Brown Christmas. This one, for me, is gonna go in 5 golden rings because I feel like it is very known and classic, but to me, I don't know, it just feels like 5 golden ring status, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Isn't there anyone Who knows what Christmas is all about?
Born this day in the city of David, a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you.
And the last and final movie is The Grinch 2018 animated version. This one I actually put on last night.
Haven't you heard? The mayor wants Christmas to be 3 times bigger this year.
It is really, really good, but for me, it's gonna go in 5 golden rings because I feel like it has that same feel where it just isn't quite, you know, like Jim Carrey's version. Like it's so good and it's funny and it's a really, really good remake because remakes are really, really hard to do, but to me, it just doesn't beat Jim Carrey. Well, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing this video and I enjoyed watching the movies to catch up. It was cool because I feel like if I didn't do this video, I probably would have never watched the movies. So that gave me a reason to see the classics that I missed out on, and I never would have watched the main ones that I'm so excited about is The Holiday and Love Actually. I feel like that was so good. Specifically, The Holiday was such a good movie, so I'm so excited that I got to watch that. Today's subscriber shout out goes to Benjamin Board. Thank you so much for subscribing. You are a new subscriber. Thank you again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more content. I hope you guys have such a good Christmas, and stay tuned for a very special Christmas video that'll be coming after this, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys, Merry Christmas.